everyone, welcome back. Here is the piece that we're going to be working on in today's video. It's this old outdated desk with a hutch top. It was on its way to the landfill, so stay tuned for the makeover. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal with Crystal Thrifts and Flips. What I do on this channel is basically transform different pieces of furniture, give them a makeover. So if you're interested, definitely subscribe, like this video, and let's get started. So if you've watched some of my previous videos, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm in a different spot than normal. I usually work on the front porch of our house, but because we recently redid the front porch, we don't want to mess it up with any paint or stain, and so this is the spot I'll be working on from now on until we get a shed, which hopefully that will be soon. But the first step I did with this desk is I wiped the entire piece down with some Dawn soap, and then I used the sponge to get into the crevices. The legs on this piece were also pretty wobbly, so I wanted to make sure to go ahead and tighten those up. Because I was going to be painting the majority of this piece, I really only had to do a quick scuff sand on a lot of the spots. So I went in with a 120 grit sandpaper, and then I went back in with a 220 grit sandpaper so I could have a nice smooth wood base for my primer and my paint. So I just got finished scuff sanding the top. I'm not going to be leaving this raw wood or staining it or anything like that. I'm going to be painting it. And you can see on the top right here, it has these holes. I don't know if it's from previous thing. This was found on the side of the road, so I'm sure it's missing a few pieces. But the only two holes that I really need are these two right here on both sides. So what I'm going to do is take wood filler and fill in all of the other holes that I don't need. After filling in all these spots with wood filler, I let that dry for around 4 hours, and then I went back in and lightly sanded it with a 320 grit sandpaper. And then I removed all the knobs from the drawers and started sanding the drawers as well. I did personally love this wood grain on the drawer, but unfortunately I did paint over it. I really wanted to leave some natural raw wood exposed on this piece, so I took my blue painter's tape and taped up all the spots that I didn't want to get primer or paint on. Then, after taping up all the spots, I went in and started priming all the spots that I was going to be painting. And because I was going to be painting this piece a white color, I definitely made sure to do 2 coats of primer. I do like to use a foam roller cover on all the spots that I can when I'm priming. In between each coat of primer, I sanded it down with a 400 grit sandpaper. I wanted to cover up the back of this hutch piece right here. It was just in really rough condition, and so I ordered this like neutral wallpaper off of Amazon for around $7 and then cut it to size. To be completely honest, I am pretty unskilled when it comes to applying wallpaper, so I try to avoid it at all costs, but I thought it would add a nice extra touch to this piece. I also added the same wallpaper to the inside of all 3 of the drawers. And it was finally time to start painting. My paint had just got delivered this day, and this is my first time trying out this color from Melange paints. I actually bought a bigger jar than I normally would. I'm going to be using this on some future projects as well, so definitely stay tuned for that. And again, I went in with that foam roller cover, and then all the spots that I couldn't reach with that, I went in with a paintbrush, and I did a total of around 3 coats. I removed all the tape from all the spots that I had protected from the prime and the paint. I was really happy with the straight lines that I found underneath, and that wood just looks so pretty against that white color. And then it was time to seal the piece. I did around 3 coats of this water-based poly. And I'm not sure if this is common knowledge or not, but when I first started Flip Furniture, I did not use a foam brush to seal my pieces. And if you have not tried it out, I definitely recommend it. It just leaves such a nice smooth finish, better than any regular brush I ever tried. And if you've stuck with me till the end of the video, it's time for the best part, the big reveal. So this was the before, and here was the after. I was really happy with the way the raw exposed wood looked against this white color. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments, and make sure you follow me for more furniture flips.